Instagram. But now we are live on Facebook. Say
Hi,
hi.
Facebook.
This is Rebecca. She's our medical assistant, and she's going to do my pushes today. So we're just letting the last bits of number 30.
Yes, and your veins just love to soak it up.
They do. So that little port, and then it comes all the way down into the arm. And that's what we're going to do our pushes through.
I think this is what you're doing.
Alright. So, my IV bag went way quicker today than normal, which is good, because that means my body is ready to be done. So, I get some saline, some DMPS, some glutathione, some more saline. Instruments of mass wellness, right?
Oh, yeah.
Rebecca's a little nervous to be on camera today, so that's why we're making sure that she gets lots of FaceTime.
Yes, I see that. You're going to make me very used to this camera stuff, aren't you?
Absolutely. Every bit helps when you learn
I
it.
have to wake up extra early to get ready for the day. Get the kids ready and run out the door.
There you
That's
go.
my routine.
I am videotaping this. Say hi. I'm live on Facebook.
Hi, are you going to send it to me?
Mhm.
Okay, good, because I have to do some stuff for Instagram.
You got it.
Sweet girl. Alright, we'll do your glutathione last.
You got it.
This is just the saline.
Funny, it
How's
feels
it taste?
cold. Like, I can smell it. It smells like so gross.
It's
like-
the hospital floor.
That's what
smell.
it is. It smells and tastes like a liquid hospital floor. It's so gross. And it's like cold too compared to everything else.
Makes it cold.
Uh-huh. Like it feels like it's like cold water almost. And then this is the...
DMPS.
Gotcha. So the DMPS goes in slowly, slowly, slowly. You can see it going in through the line separating from the saline. So the DMPS helps with some of the mercury and some of the other metals in the system, but it's just separate from my IV bag. And because these guys are hand pushes, they just get timed. So you'll see Rebecca looking at her watch there to make sure nothing gets pushed too fast.
Yeah, we don't want anything bad to happen to you.
No.
Especially on live video.
Right? There's enough of that shit already happening.
Yeah.
No. So basically, the IV chelation acts like liquid metal or liquid magnets to try to get these metals out of my bones and tissues. And so this stuff is just one of the chelators to kind of help with that. Ta-da. See, this is where you work on your joke building skill, Rebecca.
Oh, this is
They don't teach you that in med school, huh? Like your school, like, gotta do something in between, right?
Yes, I think so.
Can't sing and dance while you're holding pushes and needles, so you're gonna have to become like a pro joke teller.
My kids have a riddles book. I'm gonna have to start reading it.
See?
With the riddles.
Perfect timing for riddles. You help them with their reading, they can teach you riddles. Make it an exchange.
Pretty much. I do look and I say, Mom, and they'll give me the riddle, and I'm like, I don't know.
I love when kids get fascinated by like riddles and jokes and stories. I'm like, I know I remember this from when I was a kid, but I can't remember now as an adult.
No, I never have the right answers.
So you can see that separation there, yeah. So that's the difference of the saline and the DMPS. Choo choo. Hi. So that takes us a few minutes because it just gets pushed little by little. And then we focus on some more saline to kind of flush the line out, and then some glutathione. Ooh, what does the glutathione do, Rebecca?
Oh, that is a great question. It helps pull all the metals out of your body.
Yay!
Specifically, you'll have to ask somebody a little more educated than me. If you want in-depth details.
I'll ask Dr. Becca.
I'm still in training here, so all of that will come in time.
Yeah.
Then I can answer all the intricate details.
There you go. I know the glutathione helped with some energy from that second round to the third one, but I don't know what else it does specifically either.
I'm going to find out here in about 5 minutes.
Right.
Maybe 10 or 15. Yeah, I'm still on my videos of what does what for everything here.
Uh-huh.
So I have a lot of learning to do.
Yay, there's Dr. Baca.
Hey, she asked me a trick question. Can you answer it for me?
What does the glutathione do?
Oh, okay. The glutathione, in your case, what we're using, it's a great antioxidant. It's the best antioxidant in the body. It helps to ramp up super dismutase oxide, which is a enzyme in our liver that helps us detoxify.
All right.
See, I can't give an answer like that.
So it helps us to detox as well, but it also has been shown in research to pull cadmium from the body 4 times more than just doing chelation alone.
Interesting. So that's going to work on the cadmium. Good to know.
Yeah.
All those fun metals. See, now you're learning too, Rebecca.
Yeah, I just have to write that a couple times so I can get it down. And
Cadmium, cadmium, cadmium.
Right.
Yeah.
One of the metals.
Exactly. So,
Did you still need this?
thank you.
Huh?
Did you still need Javelin
No.
and stuff? Thank you.
Thank you.
So some of the metals that I had high in my system that were a little ridiculous, other than the cadmium, were mercury, lead, aluminum, and the fun one was the uranium. Yep, so that was through the roof. But there was like the gadolinium, that's like the MRI fluid type of stuff. Like that stuff was still floating around in my system. So, you know, all of these fun little pushes and these IV bags over the last year have been to get those metals and less toxic various forms in my body out. So it's been lots of detoxing, lots of sweating, lots of IR saunas, colon hydrotherapy, doing these IV bags every week, changing my foods, exercising. So after a pretty long year of intense detoxing, I am so ready for a break. For real.
I think you should have a big party tonight.
I think we should have a party tonight too. Wife, if you're watching, I want ice cream from Novel Phoenix. Please. Quite possibly. So kind of just chill, let the little gravity and all of it. Yay, see, Dr. Rebecca's getting used. Or Nadia called you a doctor, I know.
No,
medical.
not
Is
yet.
it medical assistant? We just call you MA?
You just call me Becca.
Becca. There you go.
Just
See?
Becca.
Just Becca. Just doing her.
Hello, Facebook world.
Yeah.
Maybe you can teach me something and tell me how that whole process works with your...
All the social media.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, my kids are way past... I'm far behind.
You gotta catch up, Mom, or they're gonna leave you.
My son already talks about wanting to post videos on YouTube. It's like, what?
Kid stuff, me jumping off things, and pretty much, yeah. That's what YouTube's for, is adult kids doing similar things.
I realize that now.
It's been kind of cool to document the process, though, over this last year to kind of see, like, just the changes in the body and the changes from all the treatments. And so...
Have you seen big changes since you've started?
I have. So, like, in this last year, one of the biggest things I kept telling myself that was kind of my joke was the light at the end of the tunnel is not a train. So I'll keep putting, like, one foot in front of the other because I've actually been able to see, like, some of the differences digestively, see some of the benefits, like, pain-wise in my body, like some of the fibromyalgia issues that were really, like, intensely dominating a lot of my days seem to have be a little less aggressive than they were. And I feel like quality of sleep has definitely improved. But one of the bigger things was when I first got sick, I was losing about 3 to 5 pounds a week when I first got sick. And it was just a matter of, like, nobody knew how to slow down what was happening.
And figure out what was
right.
going on.
So my doctors at Revolution Health were just amazing because they kind of threw everything in the naturopathic book that they felt appropriate, you know, at that time to kind of just help with acupuncture. Like, I was doing acupuncture a few times a week. I was doing hydrotherapy, like, once a week to kind of build up the immune system. So that was pretty intense to just go through that. For the first year, it was like crisis mode. So it was just like whatever we can get to get you to stop losing weight, to actually get some nutrients to stay in your body.
That's what we're going to do.
Right. And so, like, my hair was falling out, and so once that kind of got, like, slowed to a steady point, and we tested me for heavy metals, and we realized, like, that's the bulk of the problem with those
So how did they figure out that, well, how did they come to the conclusion that it was heavy metals?
So that's the fun part. I actually got to sit down with a woman who does, like, some intuitive and spiritual, like, reading, coaching type things. And when I was talking with her, one of the things that came up was, like, blood toxicity. And it was just a matter of, like, connecting the dots from the fact that I was an Army vet and I joined the military in July of 2001. So then the world changed a little bit that fall. And some of the practices that were in place over those few years while things were a little chaotic maybe weren't the most healthy of practices. And so kind of connecting those dots back to, you know, I'm as young as I am going through all these health issues that I've been going through. One of the things came back to, you know, of course your organs aren't going to be healthy, or these different parts of your body aren't working if the blood's not healthy. And so it was kind of that realization of let's check out the blood.
Oh.
So it's been quite the journey, that's true.
Will you tell Dr. about this? Thank you.
So yeah, so once we figured out that was a little portion of it.
If anything, you can just take a message for me.
Yeah, I'll take a message
So that made all the world of difference, figuring out that it was the metals, and then, man, at least we could proceed with treatment straight there, like the doctors are, don't pass go. Like,
yep.
There's nothing else we can really offer until we get those metals in a safer level in your system. And I mean, they were toxic, like some of them, like through the red, where it's like, okay, well, thank goodness the respiratory system didn't shut down, or the kidneys didn't shut down. And
that bad. That's
yeah,
crazy.
because especially like some of these metals, like that's what their goal is to shut down, you know, systems.
They were made for.
Right. And so when they're that toxic in your body, thanks, military. But that's a whole other video. That's a whole other video.
Gotta take the good with the bad.
Absolutely. You know, if anything, I think I feel like after this year of treatment, it's been nice to have like a reset in this body almost. Like it forced my body to reset itself from the inside out. And I think that is a really good foundation now to just build strength and build health from.
That's good. I'm glad that these are helping. This is a whole new world to me still, and I think it's pretty amazing the stuff that natural things can do.
Absolutely.
Rebecca,
I'm Elizabeth. Next time, I'm going to make sure he doesn't see me because
he would have been good.
I think he totally would have been fine if he hadn't have seen me. I think so too. So
I
your
know,
earrings are
that's something
super
I
dope.
can
So whenever you're done, if you
you.
just want to give this to me, that'd be
Nah, I'll tell you where to get them though, girlfriend. Because these
Local,
were
they're local, right?
What
is it?
Practical Art, right off
Oh,
of Central
okay,
and
never
Camelback. But no, his name is Sergio. And he,
How old is he?
Sergio? What? Is he a dancer?
He's-
Sergio Funk?
no, his name is Sergio Brown.